You're listening to the Astromommy Daily Horoscope, a forecast that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in the Astromommy community, and I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. If you'd like to support the Astromommy newsletter, there are several ways to do so. Subscribe on Substack, share it with a friend, schedule a reading, check out my family's Etsy shop, Metaphysical Flamingo, leave a tip, or send me a gift off my Amazon wish list. Without further ado, here is the Daily Horoscope. Third quarter moon in Gemini and 0 Il Matto. Time to take that leap of faith. Daily Horoscope check-in for Monday, August 26, 2024. Good morning, friends. Well, I am super pumped about this third quarter moon and the astrology this week with Venus. I love positive Venus transits because they bring happiness, joy, pleasure, and prosperity. Bring it on, universe. I'm ready. Are you? This week could be really fortuitous, so don't waste it. Next month, we have hard stuff to face again with the Sun's opposition to Saturn and a pretty gnarly eclipse series. So this week is a week to go for those things you've been sitting on and make them happen. You'll be happy you did. A little personal update. I am going in for oral surgery tomorrow morning to have 2 wisdom teeth removed. I have pre-written the daily horoscopes so that I may take the day off. I have also recorded an audio version of today's and tomorrow's horoscopes. I am so thankful for all of you who took the time to take my poll about adding an audio version of the daily horoscope, with 80% saying they would like an audio read aloud of the daily check-ins. What I am going to do going forward is add an audio when I can. I hope to be able to have an audio version available for all of the days, but if I miss a day or two here or there, I'm hoping you'll understand. Sometimes I have migraines, and did I ever mention that I have 5 kids that I homeschool? Sometimes those little facts make recording an audio version impossible. Adding audio adds an additional 5 to 10 hours of work per week, so if you are able to make a donation or upgrade your subscription to show your support, I would greatly appreciate it. Just like the written daily horoscopes, free content stops at the tarot interpretation, so will the audio. But with a paid subscription, you will be able to hear both. Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoy the full audio for today's posts. All of the posts about the phases of the moon, new, first quarter, full, and third quarter, are always free and open to all subscription tiers, and so too will be the audio on those posts. Please show your support. You can show your support by making a donation here. You can also decide to make your donation a recurring one through PayPal, and in this way you can tailor what you can afford. If you choose to cancel your subscription on Substack, you will have to manually cancel your recurring donation on PayPal separately, just FYI, or upgrading your subscription on Substack here. Okay, let's get into the astrology. Today's transits, all times are in Eastern Time unless mentioned otherwise. Today, the moon makes her third quarter square to the sun, and this is the most significant transit that is taking place today. So let's take a look at the chart. Third quarter moon in Gemini, chart below. You can see the moon at 3 degrees Gemini, 38 minutes, in the upper left-hand side of the chart at the 11 o'clock position. The sun in Virgo is down below on the left-hand side as well at the 8 o'clock position. You can also see that the grand trine between Venus, Uranus, and Pluto is building up as shown by the large blue triangle in the middle of the chart. Venus will trine Uranus tomorrow and then Pluto on Thursday after she ingresses into her home sign of Libra and gains a huge amount of dignity. This week is really a Venus-themed week, which can be pretty fun, for Venus represents things like love, pleasure, good times with friends and family, financial blessings, as well as the divine feminine, fertility, nurturing, and nature. She symbolizes important women in your life and your own receptive feminine animus. Not only is Venus a key player in this grand trine, but she will also be opposing Neptune in Pisces retrograde this week, which is a standoff between what we can see, hear, touch, and feel, and what we can imagine, dream, and fantasize about. We will have to make a choice between reality and fantasy, dreaming about doing something versus actually doing the thing. It's like someone who fantasizes about meeting the love of their life now will actually have to start putting themselves out there to be able to find them, right? So we will all have to make decisions to do or do not because there is no try. We will talk more about these transits in future posts, but let's get back to the moon. The moon will reach her third quarter phase on Monday morning at 5:25 a.m. Eastern Time. If the sky is clear, you will be able to see the moon between the early morning hours, about 2 a.m., until a little after noon the next day. If you are in the northern hemisphere, she will be a beautiful half moon with her left side illuminated. The third quarter moon phase marks a time of mindful action. It's a time when you are taking what you've learned throughout the current lunar cycle and turning it into something useful and long-lasting. What did you create during this cycle that still has meaning and utility? What did you produce and share with others? What have you decided did not make the cut? Whatever conscious actions you decide to take will be rooted in what adds to your legacy as a soul and what does not, since this lunar cycle started with a new moon in Leo, the sign of royalty, legacy, and personal power. The square aspect is of the power of Mars, and thus represents a push, a pull, or a fight for something you believe in, something you believe will make your life better in some way. There could be a challenge or a crisis that you are dealing with at this phase of the lunar cycle, but it is nothing new. It is a challenge you faced before. The question is, what have you learned that you can now apply to your life to achieve a different result? The third quarter phase asks us to evaluate our circumstances and take action on those things that will change them for the better and for future cycles. It's akin to the time in the life cycle of a plant when the plant goes to seed in hopes of continuing on its legacy with future baby plants. What seeds are you making for your future? The moon in Gemini asks us to think. Think of ways to connect, communicate, and play. Gemini is a very mental, youthful, and playful sign that loves to connect the dots, figure out patterns, and fully enjoys the exchange of ideas. With the sun now in Virgo, there could be a lot of mental energy right now. People could be talking, creating, and generating idea after idea. There will not be a shortage, so if you need to brainstorm something, right now is a great time to do it. Here are some questions to ask during this third quarter moon. What have you learned this cycle? How are you adding to your legacy? What are you connecting yourself with? Who are you talking to? How are you allowing yourself to play, experience pleasure, or have fun? What are you planting that will grow into future blooms? What are you in love with right now? What is lighting you up inside? Reflecting on these questions in a journal will help you connect with this moon phase more deeply. Briefly below, you will find the house that this third quarter moon in Gemini is occurring in, according to your rising sign. Find your rising and read the house topics associated with it. You may notice a shift or a deeper focus involving one or more of those topics. Aries, third house of siblings, communication, and local travel. Taurus, second house of money and possessions. Gemini, first house of self, health, and character. Cancer, 12th house of blind spots, large animals, hidden enemies, and mental health. Leo, 11th house of friends, allies, groups, and wishes. Virgo, 10th house of career, praxis, and the mother. Libra, 9th house of foreign travel, higher education, and beliefs. Scorpio, 8th house of shared resources, inheritance, debt, and death. Sagittarius, 7th house of marriage, partnerships, and legal matters. Capricorn, 6th house of stress, health issues, employees or coworkers, and pets. Aquarius, 5th house of pregnancy, children, creativity, and recreational activities. Pisces, 4th house of family, roots, and property. I wish you all a happy third quarter moon. The tarot card. Let's see what the cards have to say. What is the guidance for the third quarter moon in Gemini? 0. Il Matto. Oh, this is so fantastic. On this card, we see a jester boot with beautiful colors and brass bells dangling. 0 Il Matto is about taking risks with courage, being brave in the face of fear, stepping out into a world that is unfamiliar to you, or deciding to go on an adventure that may be risky. This is such a clear sign from the universe to take a risk and do the thing that you are thinking about right now. Take a risk and jump into the unknown because it is the right path forward. It's also interesting that we pulled the Fool card reversed earlier in the month on August 9th, 2024, just a couple of days before the first quarter moon phase. And what this tells me is that you had an idea and needed the last 2 weeks to really think about it and flesh it out, and now you are ready to take action on it. With all of the Venus energy and the fact that Venus is about to trine Uranus tomorrow, this could be about a Venusian thing like a romance, a business venture, or some sort of creative expression. So do it. Take the leap of faith because the universe is saying you will be supported. Let me know if this resonates with you. Has there been something you've been thinking about since August 9th that you now feel you have enough information to move forward on? So curious. I hope this is helpful. Until tomorrow, Astromummy. Thank you for reading or listening to the Daily Horoscope. If you found value in the Daily Horoscope, please hit the little heart to show that you enjoyed it. And if you really liked it, please share it on social media. These actions help the newsletter to grow, help the Substack algorithm recommend the Daily Horoscope to new readers, and lets me know there's a real person on the other side of this crazy cyberspace. Quick links and resources. Book a reading. Chat with me on social media. Family Etsy shop, Astromummy YouTube channel, glossary of astrological terms. Today's card was pulled from the Fantastic Shoes by Osvaldo Menegazi, available on Amazon. If you seek knowledge and enlightenment, the Astromummy newsletter may be right for you. Side effects of reading or listening to the Astromummy newsletter are common and include joy, jubilation, delight, happiness, gratitude, love, triumph, feeling in tune with the universe, experiencing deep insights, reflections, and contemplations, a lightened soul, a lighter step, feeling awake when others are asleep, illuminated, enlightened, having spiritual experiences, noticing repeating numbers, animals in nature, or songs on the radio that speak to you, getting vibes, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsmellience, feeling like you know secret language, biophilia, crying tears of joy, emotional literacy, feeling lively, stable, exalted, having an auric glow, or feeling like you woke up on the right side of the bed have all been reported. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, I will make a very small commission. Thanks for listening.